Hello everyone, I'm fB and tonight I will be hosting another edition of fB's weekly race. This is an endurance race that I host every Saturday, which lasts for about 1 hour on a track that's released just before the race goes live. The track used is a mixture of different styles that you find in stadiums, such as tech, dirt, speed and also obstacles. No registration is needed to participate, simply just join the server before starting time and you will be eligible to play. And we're seeing some warm-ups right now on this week's track, which is the Theory of Everything made by Snelle Jasper. And usually at this point I would tell you how to submit maps to the race, but I've decided to stop receiving maps for the time being. The reasons why are because I already got an overwhelming amount of maps submitted to me, and to prevent people from getting disappointed that it takes so long for their map until it's juiced, and also because I don't want to burn myself out by putting too much of a burden on me. Since I spend a lot of time testing the maps, I've taken the decision. I'll let you know once I'm accepting maps once again. So it looks like we got 148 players on the server. So a pretty good number. And we got about 50 seconds left of this warm-up and then we should go live. Meanwhile, I guess I can say also that after the race is over, I will be giving out 2 stadium demo keys that last for 1 month once they are activated. And I will be giving them out in my Twitch chat. And there will be 2 trivia questions about the race to determine the winners. So if you want to have a chance of winning one of those keys, you can just be in my chat. Alright, 15 seconds left. Let's just prepare this live text now, because we are starting pretty soon. 145 players, I guess a couple of players left. Of course, one of the rules is that once during the warm-ups here, you should decide if you want to play the map or not, because I appreciate that you finish the race if you start in it. So that's an important rule. But we are going live now. End of the warm-up. fB's weekly race edition 19 will begin. Hopefully, we'll have a smooth start. Players are loading in. Put on some audio. And we are live. Let's follow Raggle in the first round. This map starts with a couple of obstacles. As you see here, a wall ride. And then a small jump where Raggle gets a landing bug, which is very common in this game, unfortunately. Then we transition to some dirt. We have an invalid time from Vanilli, unfortunately, but that's what happens. In the lead we got QWERTY ahead of Spam. Raggle goes up to 3rd place. There will be 18 laps driven. The race will take about 1 hour, as mentioned. Oh, looks like Spam dropped down. Of course, Spam won the previous race, race 18, against or ahead of Shorty and Speed You Need. Shorty, of course, has been at second place 7 times in this race. Very impressive. We also don't have Raysons driving, who is the leader of total amount of races won. He's won it 9 times. Alright, so we are entering the speed section now. Fuzzy has gone up in the lead. Raggle still at 3rd behind QWERTY. This speed section of the map is pretty long, I would say. So that's a nice change. Usually the speed sections aren't too long. It looks like Raggle will allow a couple of players to pass him. Sand is one of them. Sand has won the race the 2nd most amount of times, behind Raysons. We are soon leaving the speed part now, entering some tech. You see Tom popping up just behind Raggle. But Raggle still doing pretty well. Will pass Sand. Get more speed. Here's Javi who won the time attack competition for last week. For those who don't know, I hold a time attack competition on the most recently used track every week. So you just have to upload your replay set offline to MX to participate. You can find more information about that in my Mania Actor article about the race. Anyways, we are soon entering lap 2 of this map. First some obstacles here before the end though. Still very close, of course. Fuzzy with a small lead. Here comes the last turn. And we are into lap 2. Let's also pick up the Dedimania. Sand set the fastest time. Naturally is leading as well. 2 minutes 33 seconds 1600s. So the best times will be around 2 minutes 30 seconds, I'm guessing. Maybe some under as well. And we do see Shorty is driving this race, and again has placed second position 7 times. So definitely wants to take first. But there are many good players driving in this race, so it's gonna be tough. Anyways, let's just go through the list of players. We still got 141 players driving. We see Mars89 has won the race before, currently at 16th place. Let's see if we can find some new players here. Crunch sounds new to me. Of course, there have been over 400 players participating in the race so far, so yeah, I might forget if you have participated before, but Crunch might be his first time playing this race. Currently at 19th place, about to enter the speed section. We also got... see here. These players are all familiar to me. Here's the Big, who is of course hosting the server. And he doesn't have enough speed through the speed section. Goes a bit to the right to get some boost. Smart decision. And is currently at 48th place. Might have dropped a couple more positions though to the next checkpoint. Yes, 51st. Anyways, next page. We got Renault at 58th place, driving for Nova. Sounds like a new player as well. But again, I could be wrong. About to leave the speed section. 57th place now. Let's go through the list. Find some other players. Here's Serbi for Team Acer. Drives the race for the first time and has not had a good start. Is at 70th place, so must have made a big mistake. Of course, Serbi is recognized as a pretty good player, but takes some getting used to this kind of format, this kind of endurance format. So Serbi will have to try and make a comeback. He is actually going up now to 66th place. 65th even, so Serbi is on a mission here to make a comeback. Anyways, next page, we got Varian at 85th place. I believe this is a new player. Meanwhile, Sand drives into the next lap, still at first place. Let's see here, we got Hot Rod driving as well, currently at 105th place. Of course, organizes the Team Masters events usually. They actually have a time attack competition going on right now that ends tomorrow, so if you want to participate in that, just check out their Facebook page. Let's see here, we're getting closer to the players at the back of the pack. Here's Devil at 117th place, starting for Cyborg. Not too far behind Hot Rod, as you can see here. So still a pretty gathered pack. Alright, let's see if I can find who is currently last. Maybe it's Gilius at 132nd place. No, actually, well, actually some of these players could be on different laps. Looks like that might be it actually. Yeah, I think it's Gilius who is currently last at 131st place. Anyways, let's go back to the top again. Sand, currently in the lead. Has won the race before 4 times, I believe. Could be 3. I should probably look that up so I know it. But yeah, has won the race the second most amount of times, just behind Race Hans, who has won it 9 times. And the times he hasn't won, he's got second, so his worst position is second. But yeah, not driving now and not in the near future either. Spam, who won last week, at 6th place. As you can see though, he's not far behind first place. Ooh, and was that Fussy who crashed? I think so. Spam will pass him. And what do you know, Shorty is at 2nd place. Will he take 2nd place for the 8th time? It's pretty extraordinary in that case. So far so good, I guess, but he definitely wants to take a better position, 1st place. Here's Raggle at 3rd place, has been on the podium twice before. Looking to take another position on the podium. Players are deep into lap 3, soon entering lap 4 out of 18. Spam with a good obstacle turn. Will pass Raggle. Goes up to 3rd place. Behind Shorty and Sand. Sand with a 1.5 second lead now at the moment. At the top. And as the players go into the next lap, let's just take a quick overview of this map and go through the current top 17. So Sand is at first place, Shorty at second, 2.5 seconds behind now. Raggle is at third, Flo at fourth, Spam drops down to 5th place. No, actually, where is Spam all of a sudden? Spam all of a sudden at 13th place. So he must have made a massive mistake just as I switched from his view. And someone is chatting here, which you should not do. But just so you know, I will soon be able to disable the chat, which will be very nice, thanks to the plugin pack expansion. So yeah, hopefully I will start using that pretty soon. But for now, I'm still using Fast, which is not possible to disable the chat. Anyways, back to the overview, I guess. So yeah, Sand is at first, now only 1 second ahead of Shorty. Raggle is at third, Fuzzy at fourth, Tom at fifth, Morris A9 at sixth. Holy Macaroni Pepperoni Nicer or something like that, which sounds like someone who is not supposed to drive this race. Probably Massa, who I banned, so that's not gonna help his case. And then after him we got Flo at 8th, Thompson at 9th, Weep at 10th, Spam at 11th, Qwerty at 12th. Actually not anymore, goes down to 13th, Spam passes him, Joshi at 14th, Link at 15th, Scrappy at 16th, and SCK at 17th place. So yeah, it's very embarrassing that if you're banned, that you still drive in the race but with a fake account. That will not help you get unbanned if you thought that. So yeah, might be a wise idea to not keep doing that in the future. Anyways, Sand is right now in the lead, ahead of Shorty at second place, almost 2 seconds ahead. Then we got Raggle 3.5 seconds behind Sand. So that's currently the top 3, but Fuzzy not far behind Raggle whatsoever. Tom at 5th place. You can see Fuzzy in front of him. There's Morris A9 at 6th. Since we do have a couple of more players getting an invalid time. And here is Massa driving with a fake account. He's at 7th place, but is of course banned from the race, so his result will not count. Flo at 8th. We got Javi Flyer at 9th. Spam at 10th. After that mistake, was up to 3rd place. Javi Flyer with a new top 1 time, 2 minutes 29 seconds 46 hundredths. So he's doing well. There's Link at 11th. He's behind Spam. Weep at 12th. Qwerty at 13th. Joshi driving for Spam. Might drive the race for the first time actually, I'm not sure. He's at 14th place, in that case a good position first time. SCK at 15th, close fight with Hive at the moment. I will pass him here at the dirt part. We are into lap 5 at the moment. Shorty now very close to Sand, as you can see. Just less than 1 second behind is Shorty, as the players are soon entering the speed section, the very long speed section. Yeah, but it's pretty obvious that it is either Massa or Extreme, but probably Massa though. There's no way for me to IP ban people, unfortunately. That would definitely help against people like that just wants to ruin the race. Maybe it will be possible in the future. And now all of a sudden Shorty is back to being 2 seconds behind behind Sand, I mean, so interesting that Sand maybe is a bit better than Shorty in the speed section. Raggle now 4.5 seconds behind Sand, so Sand and Shorty with a bit of a lead at the top. Fuzzy doing really good in this race, currently at 4th place. I forget what his best position is, I think it is in top 10, but 4th place definitely will be a very good position for Fuzzy. We see Tom passing Fuzzy. Raggle suddenly very close to the players, so maybe made a mistake. Sand in the meantime with a new top 1 time, 2 minutes 29 seconds 23 hundredths. Very good time. Ooh, that's a bad landing bug from Fuzzy, as he's trailing behind Massa, who of course is banned from the race and should not drive. Will not help him of course to get unbanned if he continues to drive with fake accounts, but I'm sure he knows that. And either case, even if it isn't Massa who's driving here with a fake account, it's still very lame to do something like that. And since this player is doing really good in this race as well, it's pretty obvious that it's a very skillful player, someone that is very known in the community. So if it isn't Massa, then you definitely shouldn't drive with a fake account. But I'm pretty sure this is Massa who is driving. Last week he drove with a iPhone 5S name. But yeah, it's pretty lame to be honest. So Massa will keep being banned from the race. Might actually permanently ban him, because I don't really see any improvements from his behavior, unfortunately. So that's very sad. Wow, Sand now with a 6.5 second lead in the top. Very interesting. Sand with a very good start here in this race. Looks to take home his... actually, I'm gonna look up quickly how many times Sand has won this race, because it's good to know. So I can just take a quick look. I can find him. 1, 2, 3. Okay, he's won it 3 times before. Alright, so this would be his 4th victory in that case, so that's good to know. Anyways, back to the race. Here is Sand, currently at first place, and we see Flyder with a net loss. Has had some difficulties, internet difficulties before, so that's very unfortunate. Sand with a new top 1 time, 2 minutes 28 seconds 70 hundredths. He's at first and is driving the fastest times as well, so looking very good here. Now over 7 seconds ahead of Raggle, who goes up to 2nd place. Just ahead of Shorty though, these players having a close fight. And Massa has gone up to 4th place now. But yeah, I might have to ban this player. I should probably just put in a rule that if you play with a fake account, then you should get banned. Because yeah, I mean, that's just really lame to do something like that. Because yeah, it's definitely a known player who's driving this account. I'm just gonna kick Flyer from the server, as he sadly got a net loss. But yeah, this player will not have his results count anyway, so just ignore this player if you're driving in the race. His results will not count. Sand keeps that 7-second lead over Raggle and Shorty just behind, so very close fight at the moment for 2nd place. And Shorty builds up quite a lot of speed here. Might pass Raggle over the wall ride. Yes, he will. It's a good speed section from Shorty. Oh, and then Raggle gets a awful landing bug in the wall loop. I mean the loop. Again, sadly, this game got quite a lot of landing bugs. I kind of wish that Nadeo would look into that to try and improve it, because it does happen quite often, which is kind of annoying. So Raggle still at 3rd place, since this player here in front, his results will not count. Just basically ruining the race for some reason. Marseille 9 at 5th place. Pretty good position as well. as he enters the next lap. Drives a top 2 time, 2 minutes 29 seconds and 12 hundredths. Sand still got the fastest time though, 2 minutes 28 seconds 70 hundredths. But very close in the top 15 with Didymania. And it also just kind of distracts me from trying to cast the race when this kind of player is driving. So that's also really unfortunate. But I'll try my best to just focus on these players that are validly driving in the race. And one of them is of course Raggle, as he's now a bit behind Shorty, a couple of seconds even. So Shorty once again with a pretty good lead. And of course, again, Shorty has taken second place 7 times in total in the history of the race, which is pretty insane if you think about it. So definitely would be nice to see him win for once, but might not be the case now since Sand is in the lead. Got a 5.5 second lead. Alright, let's just go through the players again here, I guess. So Scrappy is driving as well, currently at 16th place. Prize for Penta, of course. We also got Kev for Druids at 23rd place. Enters the speed section. Next page, we got Paltesa at 34th place. Seems to be one of the organizers of the 24-hour race hosted by DDE. They also will host a 4-hour race, which I might actually cast. Will be in a couple of weeks. We'll see about that though. Serby now up to 51st place, so he has taken about 20 positions. Oh, that's a big mistake from Rob606. Huge mistake. We'll have to respawn. And we'll lose quite a lot of positions with that mistake. See if he got enough speed here to make this jump here. Yes, but one player in front of him did not. Thinking about it might have been Frozen Pie. Alright, let's just go through the list. We got Circuit Breaker at 76th place. Massa has actually been in top 3 before, so he's definitely a very good player. Oh, we see another player who has net lost. I'm just gonna take care of that. Alright, anyways, let's just continue. We still got 115 players driving. One of them is Raptor at 86th place. The record of people finishing is 101. Probably not gonna beat that. Looks to be a pretty hard record to beat. And then let's see who else we have. We also got Cosmic driving, 101st place. See if I can find who is currently last. Actually, we don't have that many more players. I think maybe Cosmic is currently last. No, Sebsword is last at 103rd place, I believe. Yes, so we got 103 players still driving in the race. Started with about 150 players. So again, if you do start the race, I appreciate if you finish it. In the warm-up before the race goes live, you can decide if you want to drive in the race or not. If you know that you can't finish the race, then I would appreciate if you basically don't start it. But yeah, if you do quit the race or accidentally retire, then please stay in spec mode, because if you leave the server, it actually causes lag for the players who are still driving. So just to show respect to those players. So we are following the current first place. It's Sand. Tries for CMC, but also for VSP in ESL CPS. About to overlap I Am Power. And soon enter lap 10 out of 18. Looking very good at the top. Shorty remains at second place. Got a healthy lead now over Raggle. Oh, well, I wouldn't call it healthy, but it's a pretty decent lead at least. So that's currently the top 3. Then we got Mars A9 at 4th place. We got Flo at 5th place. Tom at 6th. Spam has gone up to 7th place now. had a rough start to race, made a big mistake that I sadly missed as I went to an overview look. Beef also sets a top 8 time, 2 minutes 29 seconds 86 hundredths. Beef currently at 10th place. So yeah, definitely for the next race I will put in a rule that you can't play with a fake account. So yeah, but this player who is currently at 5th place, most likely Massa, his result will not count, and probably will extend his ban for, well, might be permanently actually, because I don't really see any improvements in his behavior, sadly. Here is Shorty at 2nd place. Not really catching up anything to Sand. Keeps the same distance, but one big mistake from Sand and he could lose it all, especially if it happens in this speed section. It'll take a long time to build up your speed again. Serbi also got a good time, 2 minutes 30 seconds and 7 hundredths. Where is Serbi now? He is at 41st place, so he's continuing to get better positions, but yeah, had an awful start to the race. And we see Shorty with a small mistake, clips the wall, and that makes it actually so Raggle is very close to Shorty all of a sudden. About 2 seconds behind is Raggle. So that's an interesting fight to follow. Sam now with over 7 seconds ahead of Shorty. Looking good at the top. And Sand now into lap 10. Or is it lap 11? Yes, it is. Took a while for it to update. So Sand into lap 11 out of 18. Tom with a great time. 2 minutes 29 seconds 29 hundredths. Here is Tom, currently at 5th place. Tom is behind Morrissey 9. Not very far behind him. Flo. Looks like he will take over Tom's position. As for a wide line to build up a lot of speed for the long speed section, that's a wise decision by Flo. Will definitely pay off. So he will get a bit of a lead here over Tom, who does land earlier though, so might get a bit more speed out of that. It's not too far behind Flo. Shorty now almost 9 seconds behind Sand at the top. Yes, I will be giving out 2 stadium demo keys after this race. There will be 2 trivia questions about the race. Sorry that I'm a bit out of it right now. I'm just kind of upset that certain individuals want to ruin the race at any cost. I also find out recently that someone actually tried to DDoS the race. Might have been Massa as well, would not be surprised. Anyway, Sand with a very good time, 2 minutes 28 seconds 22 hundredths. So yeah, Sand is just looking very strong in this race. 9 seconds ahead now over Shorty, so yeah, Sand might be possible soon to declare Sand the winner of this race. Which would be his fourth victory, and in that case he is the second best winner. Only Raysons has one more with 9. Here is Jordy. Fourth time I mentioned it now, but he has taken second place 7 times. Wants to take first, but he is second again. Might be his 8th. And Raggle is now back to being a couple of seconds behind Shodi. Ooh, someone had to respawn. Speed section. I say 9, trying to get on the podium, but is still 3 seconds behind Raggle. Oh, almost got a landing bug. I think he might have got one actually. Again, sadly that happens quite a lot. It's not gonna help him catching up to Raggle. And Sand now 10 seconds in front of Shodi as about to overlap a player, Unix I think. And Sand about to enter lap 13 now. Not many laps left to go for CMC Sand. Has not set a new PB, but probably was a pretty good time. Oh, Spam with a great time, 2 minutes 28 seconds, 96 hundredths. Oh, but then I think he made a mistake into the next lap. So probably his next lap won't be as good. Currently at 8th place. Just behind his teammate, Massa, who again is driving with a fake account. Shorty about to overlap Xerox. Also that might be a new player. Beef with another improvement, 2 minutes 29 hundredths, 29 seconds 80 hundredths. He is at 13th place. So we're now 11 seconds behind Sand. So for each checkpoint it seems like Sand is just increasing his lead. And knowing how consistent Sand usually is, I don't really see him losing this race. I mean, he can definitely afford playing very safe at this point. Does not have to take any major risks. Can just focus on not crashing. We have a very close fight between Morris89 and Raggle for 3rd place. Raggle, I think, made a mistake. So let's follow this fight. Both players have been on the podium before. So all players in top 4 have been on the podium before. Tom is the one that's closest out of those who haven't, currently at 5th place. And he's not far behind Raggle and Morris89 actually, so he could maybe also put himself into the fight for 3rd place. Wow, Sand with a great time, 2 minutes 28 seconds, 14 hundredths. Another great time from Sand, and he is 12 seconds ahead of Shorty now. So he's definitely not driving safe. Might start doing it now though. Just a few laps left to go. He is into lap 14. Ooh, Sengo made a mistake here. Tom does it well. Oh, but then he gets a bad wall right. Flo will actually pass him. So Flo also in the fight here for 3rd place. We got several players who are in it. Can still get on the podium. Marseille9 has passed Raggle. But as you can see, it's not by much. Then we have Flo as well here, just 1 turn behind. And Tom as well. And then Spam a bit further behind at 7th place. Yeah, let's continue following this fight for 3rd place because it does look like Sand is gonna take 1st. Oh, another landing bug from Tom. Oh, and someone fell on their back. Had to respawn. Tom and Flo very close to each other. Have to enter the speed section. And meanwhile, Frozen Pie got an invalid time, so is out of the race, unfortunately. And Sand is actually 22 hundredths ahead of his own best time. And what did Flo do? What did Flo do? He just drove out of the field all of a sudden. I have no explanation to that. That looked very, very strange. Maybe he got interrupted or something. That was extremely strange. Flo just all of a sudden drove to the left instead and respawned. Very, very odd by Flo. So he drops down to 10th place because of that, and he's definitely out of the fight for 3rd place. Now it's between Marseille9, Raggle, and Tom. Tom though is a bit further behind, 3 seconds. So I guess we should focus more on Raggle. He's the closest to Marseille9. Shorty now 13 seconds behind Sand, who just continues to set good times. And if you follow Sand here, actually yeah, he's already into the next lap, but I think that was a very good time that he just set. Close to his personal best and the record, of course. Marseille9 with a top 2 time, 2 minutes 28 seconds, 6800, so he's driving great. Keeps himself in front of Raggle. Into lap 15 out of 18. So we got 4 laps left to go of this race. I will not allow fake accounts drive, so it doesn't matter if it's not Massa, although it probably is. But fake accounts will not be allowed. You have to play with your real account. Of course, there will always be the people that are, you know, very insecure and wants to just ruin the race. Again, someone did try to DDoS the race as well. I mean, yeah, there's just very bad people in this world, and just they want to see the world burn, you know. And it's very, very sad. Alright, so Marseille9 still in front of Raggle. Almost 2 seconds ahead of him now, so Marseille9 might be able to take this 3rd place with just a few laps left to go. Cannot afford any more mistakes though. Link with a top 9 time, 2 minutes 29 seconds, 70 hundredths. And the problem is, of course, also that because Massa, for example, wears a certain tag, a lot of people are looking up to him and might try to mimic him as well, because they might think that his behavior is actually cool, but it's very far from cool. It's very, very pathetic and sad. And that's all it is. Sand should be into the next lap. Yes, he is. 3 laps remaining from Sand. For Sand, he's 16 seconds ahead of Shorty now, who in turn is about 5 seconds ahead of Marseille9. So Shorty looks to take his 8th second place in total. Morrissey9 also with another podium position. Let's just check quickly here how many times Morrissey9 has been on the podium since I got the scoreboard up. Morrissey9 has been first once and then third 3 times. So this could be Morrissey9's third place in total. He keeps himself in front of Raggle. He is not very far behind, as you can see. Serbi, are you having the stream up when you drive? Because that will actually cause quite a lot of lag. That might be a reason why you are feeling so much lag, I'm not sure though. But yeah, I would recommend at least to have the stream played on low quality, because that will help a bit. His sand has dropped a bit now, so has made a mistake. 3 seconds behind his top 1 time, but is still 14 seconds ahead of Shorty, so you can afford those mistakes. And then we have this interesting fight for third place between Morrissey9 and Raggle. There is Tom. Tom is kind of out of it now, too far behind at the moment. SCK has gone up to 6th place, that's interesting. He's doing well, definitely his best position if he keeps it. Let's switch to Raggle once again. And it seems to me that Raggle is getting closer to Morrissey9. Raggle on a better pace. Look at this, Raggle so close to Morrissey9. Meanwhile, Sand is into lap 17. He got 2 laps left to go. He is definitely going to win this, unless he gets a disconnect or something like that. Shorty is at 2nd, and Morrissey9 just in front of Raggle. They will also enter lap 17 now. Of course, once the race is over, I would recommend not chatting in-game. Instead, just chat on my Twitch chat instead. I will be able to disable the chat though pretty soon, so that will not be a problem. But yeah, if you want to show some respect to the people who are still driving, then I would recommend not chatting in-game when you finish. Instead, chat on Twitch. Thanks. So let's just take this race to its end. Morrissey9 and Raggle having such a close fight for 3rd place. Sand and Shorty is probably gonna take 1st and 2nd. Beef improves his time again. Still at 11th place. And Raggle, did he get a 2nd landing bug? Oh my god, so many landing bugs. Really hope that Nadeo will try to fix that, because they definitely were not as frequent in the previous game, and not at all almost in the first game, first stadium game. Raggle and Morrissey9 into the speed section now. Exiting it now, and Morrissey9 has actually taken a bit of a lead over this lap. Sand about to enter his last lap, back to 16 seconds ahead of Shorty, only 4300s behind his top 1 time, so this will be another good time by Sand, under 2 minutes 29 seconds. Oh, now he's ahead with 1400s. This could be a new top 1 time by Sand. 1 lap left to go. Looks like it wasn't though, but might be a while until it updates, not sure. But yeah, anyway, Sand is into the next lap, which is the last. Also, Shorty will be into his last lap pretty soon. Here he comes. And then we have this interesting fight between Raggle and Morrissey9 for 3rd, which is kind of the one I want to follow. But let's take Sand into the finish. Deserves to have some screen time. Has done so well in this race, and this is going to be his fourth first place in total. Gets a landing bug, as I've seen so many times before. Spam with a top 2 time, 2 minutes 28 seconds, 34 hundredths. Still behind Sando, who got the fastest time. Oh, that was someone who made a huge mistake. And actually Sand hitting that boost on the side, that's interesting. I didn't know that was possible. So yeah, that's an interesting strat. That's maybe the reason why Sand is doing better than other players. Let's see if Shorty does it actually. That's interesting. No, Shorty does not do it. So that is why Sand is setting faster times than Shorty for sure. Because you definitely gain a lot with that since it's such a long stretch, as you can see. So very good by Sand. Not sure why it says he's 10 seconds behind at the moment. That's strange. Maybe the plugin is lagging out a bit. Anyways, here comes Sand. Soon with just a few turns left. Oh, does make a mistake. Actually, he's lost quite a lot of time. I guess actually Sand made a huge mistake. Because Shorty is now only 7 seconds behind. Interesting. And I completely missed it as well. Oh, he respawned. Huh. Interesting. Anyway, Sando could afford it. He's still 7 seconds ahead of Shorty. Yeah, it must have happened just as I switched to him. Very unlucky. But anyways, here comes Sand into the finish line. He is gonna take it. First place for the 4th time. Again, don't write in-game. Write in the Twitch chat instead. Here comes Shorty. He's gonna take 2nd place for the 8th time. And who's gonna take 3rd? Maris9 still ahead of Raggle. And Maris9 is gonna take 3rd ahead of Raggle. Very cool fight between those 2 players. Here comes Tom. He's gonna take 5th place, which probably is his best position so far. I think so at least. SEK also with a 6th place. Looking very good. And he will take 6th place. Then we got Spam, who is gonna take 7th place. Fuzzy will take 8th place. We got Scrappy, who's gonna take 9th place. Beef looking to take 10th place. Let's see. Oh no, he's dropped down actually. Link has passed him. And also QWERTY. Beef with a late mistake will allow 2 players to pass him. Link will take 11th place. QWERTY comes next, takes 12th, just ahead of Beef at 13th. Then we got Joji at 14th. And next up is Sidesev, who's also gonna take a pretty good position at 15th. Alright, where was I? Sidesev takes 15th, Big Costa will take 16th, Kev will take 17th, Crunch will take 18th, Slink is gonna take 19th place. Here's Funko Beach, will take 20th. His teammate Surge just behind, 21st. Barbos will take 22nd. And here comes someone. Oh, big mistake and he falls down. Will someone pass him? Possible. Yes, Bara will pass him. Someone might not even take 24. No, Sequin will also pass him. And here comes someone who also will see him be passed by Magnet and Paltes. Also someone losing so many positions with that respawn. Session takes 29th. Marco takes 30th. Hunter takes 31st. And here comes Kevin Strike. Will take 31st, I guess, to remember that one of the players' result will not count. El Wormo takes 32nd. O-Take next up. Interesting to see how many players will finish. So O-Take takes 33rd. Spiderfish will take... no, Oscar F is ahead of him, takes 34th. Spiderfish takes 35th. Runix takes 36th. Sundra takes 37th. Rob takes 38th. Dolk takes 39th. Reno takes 40th. Carlos takes 41st. God TD takes 42nd. Very, very close. Here's Soon, 64. It's gonna take 43rd. Be Happy will take 44th. Just ahead of Papu at 45th. Nico Egg at 46th. Ike at 47th. Then Kev. No, wait, what? Oh, did I press the wrong button? Okay. Mentos will take 48th. Carset will take 49th. Unix will take 50th. Mr. Pink will take 51st. Shadow will take 52nd. Sengo will take 53rd. Skid Racer looking to take 54th. Also falls down. Oh my god. Who's gonna pass him? This guy, Pava, will pass him, takes 54th. Sins will take 55th. And then maybe Skid Racer will take 56th. Yes, he will. Xerox drives backwards. Will someone pass him? No, Hot Rod still quite far behind, so Xerox will have time to drive backwards into the finish and will take 57th place. Then here comes Hot Rod, 58. Varian will take 59th. Spider X will take 60th. Next up is Dark Blade. We got 10 minutes left on the clock for people to finish. Dark Blade will take 61st, and here comes Playday. And again, I will give out 2 stadium demo keys in the Twitch chat after the race is over, so you can just hang out there if you want to have a chance to win those. So Playday takes 62nd. Atomarial will take 63rd. Here comes I Am Power, takes 64th. BCS, which I mistakenly added as Alpha in the scoreboard, will take 65th. Then next up we got Ash, driving for ATR. Now turn left, drive into the finish and take 66th place. See just a quick overview how many players we still have left driving. Quite a lot of players. Retinik will take 68th. Just ahead of Circuit Breaker at 69th. Sophie will not be passed by that player, wasn't on another lap, so Sophie takes 70th place. And here is Gene Dean, will take 71st. Marty will take 72nd, I guess. Let's see here, RFG, close is. Yeah, RFG actually passed Marty there in the end. And next up we got Umut. He will take 74th. Here's Rasmus, a new player I think, will take 75th. Then we got a bit of a gap until Maurice. And I think I actually said wrong, I think it was Alpha, not BCS. BCS is the clan. A bit confusing, I keep saying that wrong. So Maurice getting closer to finishing, driving the race for the first time I think. Takes 76th place. Then we got Nonks just behind, takes 77th. And Kivo 78th, close fight between those. Then another big gap until Greater. So we got 6 players still driving. So we'll have a decent amount of people finishing. We'll probably beat last week's result. So that's nice. Ooh, that's a big mistake from Greater. But we'll take 79th place. Next page. Fluffy Mittens. Gonna be the idiot player. Yeah, turn here in the end, but I don't think anyone's close to him. So Fluffy Mittens will take 80th place. Then we got U40, I guess, is on the last lap. Only got 3 more checkpoints to pass. We also got the Molly driving Cosmic, and that might be actually the last player right now. No, fB's is also driving here. So still a couple of players left. Here comes U40. Drives into the finish. Will take 81st. And the next player is Molly. Entering the speed section. Is on the last lap, I think, yes. 6 minutes left on the clock. Should have enough time to finish. I think should have enough time. Not so sure about fB's though. fB's might not have enough time. So currently following Molly, who will probably take 82nd place. Quite a lot ahead of Cosmic. And again, I will give out 2 stadium demo keys in my Twitch chat. After the race is over, will be 2 trivia questions about the race, so whoever asks correctly will win. And if you already got the game, you can just give it to someone who doesn't have a game. It will last for 1 month once you activate the key, so it's pretty cool. Only with some lag here, but hopefully should be able to finish the race. 1 turn left. Big mistake, but will not have to respawn and will take 82nd place. Then we got Cosmic, who is 1 lap ahead of fB's, I believe. fB's still with 1 lap left to go. Cosmic is gonna finish and is gonna take 83rd place. Alright, so we only got fB's left, is entering the last lap. I think so, at least. 4 minutes left on the clock, so this is possible for fB's to finish. As long as there's not a huge mistake. And yeah, I should save the replay as well. I might as well do it right now, so I don't forget it later. There we go. So thanks for the reminder. So yeah, fB's is on the last lap. Should be able to finish as well, and in that case take 83rd place, so that would be the total amount of people finishing. Three minutes left on the clock. Soon entering the speed section. Makes it with enough speed. Of course, respawning at the speed section is where you lose the most amount of time, because it takes such a long time to get up in speed, especially if there's no booster around. But so far so good for fB's. Ooh, almost fell out, but managed to stay on the road. Now enters the tech part. got the hardest turns behind him. Let's see, got 33 checkpoints left to pass. No, wait, fB's is not on his last lap. This is not gonna work. I thought he was on his last lap, but he's not. Yeah, I think he got one more lap after this. Oh, so he's not gonna be able to finish with just 1 minute 30 seconds left on the clock. Yeah, I thought he was on his last lap, but no, he got one more lap after this. So yeah, we are going to have 83 players finishing. Cosmic was the last player. I suppose that means that we can summarize the race. Sorry about that fail by me, but yeah, fB's unfortunately will not be able to finish the race. Just to summarize it though, Sand took first, his 4th first place. Shorty took second, his 8th second place. And Marisay9 took third, his 4th third place actually. So these 3 players once again on the podium. And the best lap did go to Sand as well. 2 minutes 28 seconds and 1400. So that is the race. Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for playing. See you next time.